What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Today I'm going to be talking about the fun little topics of boundaries and accountability. And I want to start it off with it is so important to not only take accountability, but to be able to assert your boundaries. You cannot, in your right mind, be angry. Well, you have the right to have those feelings of anger and frustration. But if you don't tell people when you're feeling some sort of way, when you're feeling like your boundaries have been broken or crossed, then you're going to end up building resentment. And that is a you problem. So it is so important to be able to speak up and assert those boundaries. And it is something I am speaking to myself that I still have a hard time doing, but it's so important and it's so rewarding. And let me tell you what, the reward is tenfold, because with any relationship, parents, families, siblings, friends, romantic interests, when you talk about those boundaries, when you say, I feel disrespected, when you say this is a line for me, you end up actually helping that relationship to flourish and to blossom, because you'll end up finding out that 9 times out of 10, it can be uncomfortable. Yeah, it can be uncomfortable. But once the other person understands, like, hey, this didn't make me feel comfy, they then know how to, moving forward, make you feel more comfortable. And even if it's uncomfortable for them, and they're like, I don't think that that's a problem that I did that or this and that, you guys can work through that and grow as a relationship. But it is so, so important to have those tough topics, get into the nitty gritty. And a lot of the time, these topics have to do with financial stuff. So for example, say you're going to dinner with a friend, with a girlfriend over and over, and she kind of continues to just let you pay. Even if say you have more money and she just continues to let you pay, that's not going to feel so good eventually. So have that conversation and be like, hey, can we talk about this? I'm feeling a little used. I'm feeling like I understand that you don't come from a spot where you're in a good position to pay right now, but this doesn't feel so good. So having that conversation sucks. It is actually so rough. But it is so rewarding in the end of the day, because you might end up finding out they didn't realize what they were doing. It's a good lesson for them. It's a good lesson for you. I like to hope, hope is a better word, that most people know those things, but you don't know what you don't know. And you don't know how someone else can feel based off of actions that feel normal to you, based off of your upbringing or this or that. So it is so important to, number one, when someone presents something to you and is like, I don't feel respected by this, take accountability. It's gonna suck. I'm also bad at receiving that. I'm sometimes like, what? But then I have to take a moment and be like, okay, I could have done better there. I could have done better. I'm gonna readjust. Recently, I had to take accountability. I was drinking around my friend who is sober, and it felt really crap to have to sit there and be like, I'm being a terrible friend right now. But I was. And so I stopped. Ta-da! It's doable, right? So I literally was like, out of respect for you, I'm going to stop drinking. It's also always a great idea to stop drinking for a period of time and check yourself. Make sure your relationship with alcohol is okay. And now that I'm almost a month in, I can step back and look at that situation and be like, I saw the error. I saw where I needed to take accountability, and I pivoted and I adjusted accordingly in a way that was respectful to that relationship. And I think our relationship is flourishing even more because of it. So tough talks are tough. And boundaries are difficult. But if you are not respectful of other people's boundaries, that also, or your own boundaries, that usually means that you're not respecting other people's boundaries. So take a good look, and there's a great book called Boundaries, if you want to really dive into what that really means and see some good examples. So that's my talk for my TED Talk for the day. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, leave comments, leave questions. I love a tough topic, so lay them on me. Okay, ciao.